Namaste to all of you. Welcome in our journey to reach great minds through the pathway of great quotes. In this episode, I have a couple of wonderful quotations on balance. And once you hear the first one, you'll know what is meant by balance. This is by David Mayer. More than ever, we have big houses and broken homes, high income and low morale, secured rights and diminished civility. We excel at making a living, but often fail at making a life. We celebrate our prosperity, but yearn for purpose. We cherish our freedom, but long for connection. In an age of plenty, we feel spiritual hunger. This is a clear gesture towards situation that we all are subject to, is an increasing influence of polarity wherever we look. Polarity in politics, this point of view versus that point of view, at conflict. Polarity in society, from the very deprived to very enriched. Polarity in our mindset, this ism versus that ism, and polarity in our relationships, very pleasant to very conflict, very much conflict, differences grow and become big issues. So, despite quite a long history of human presence on earth, we have not really learned much how to coexist, have some commonality in goals, and a discernible direction in which we are moving. Are we moving to higher intelligence, or are we caught up in debates and differences? Are we moving to greater prosperity, or we are caught up in accumulation of wealth beyond reason, and on the other hand we have absolute poverty, hunger in the same society? So this sort of widespread polarity, everything can become a source of conflict, and we have not learned how to resolve conflicts. So I'll read this one more time. More than ever, we have big houses and broken homes, high income and low morale, secured rights and diminished civility. We excel at making a living, but often fail at making a life. We celebrate our prosperity, but yearn for purpose. We cherish our freedom, but long for connection. In an age of plenty, we feel spiritual hunger. The next quotation is from Charak Samhita. Now, Charak Samhita and Sushruta Samhita are the two sets of ancient scriptures, quite detailed. Each one has about 5-6 volumes of 500 pages each. So there are thousands of pages, quite detailed. The main texts of Ayurveda, the knowledge of life. So from Charak Samhita, a very succinct but poignant quotation. The remedy of all disorders is the balanced use of knowledge, materials, and time. So we find unbalanced use of knowledge. In some areas, we apply a lot of knowledge and technologies and reaching into mental disturbance and conflict. Whereas some knowledge and technology we could apply in conservation of nature, in prevention of disease. So, imbalance in the use of knowledge, materials, the resources we have on the planet and that we generate, they have lopsided application. Some places we overspend, over apply our resources. Some places we don't allocate enough in healthcare, for example. More resources are needed. More smart ways of preventing illness is needed than to spend a lot of money in curing the symptoms. So one can give lots of examples where both the knowledge and resources are not used in a balanced way, along with time. Some issues we spend a lot of time discussing, debating, not reaching any conclusion. We spend a lot of time worrying about things and not solving a problem. The skill, the talent we have, collectively and individually, we don't sit back, reflect on it. Are we doing the right thing? Are we allocating the right amount of time, resources for this as compared to that? So that sort of comparative analysis to make the most optimum use of time, knowledge and resources, that is something which is not in ample supply in today's world. So it's a wonderful lesson and wisdom from Charak Samhita. The remedy of all disorders is the balanced use of knowledge, material, and time. Thank you.